Hi everyone, it's Kerryann Walsh here from Queensland University of Technology. I was part of the reference group for the development of Jack Changes the Game. One of the great things about children's picture books is that they involve adults and children in a shared reading experience where everyone can learn about new things together. Jack Changes the Game provides adults with very useful tips on how to talk to children about online safety and in particular about online grooming. The book models help-seeking behaviour and helps children to identify trusted adults that they can go to and confide in when things go awry. We know one of the reasons that children sometimes don't seek help when they're being groomed online is because they think they will get into trouble. The adults in Jack's life model some really good ways for adults to respond with support rather than serving up accusations and blame.
I'm Dr Andrea Baldwin. I'm a child and youth psychologist and a service development leader with the Queensland Centre for Perinatal and Infant Mental Health, Children's Health Queensland. Stories about children are a great way to engage children. Jack Changes the Game is a dramatic, powerful story in which Jack learns the way to cope with a threatening situation is to put trust in his family, the police, and other adults who care for him. It's an important story because, unfortunately, children Jack's age are a target for groomers, and there aren't many resources around empowering children themselves to stay safe online. It's been a privilege to be part of the reference group. I've really enjoyed helping to create this important story. I hope Jack Changes the Game helps children and families enjoy the internet and stay safe.
Hi, my name is Professor Susan Edwards and I'm the Research Director of the Early Childhood Futures Research Group at Australian Catholic University. I was delighted to be a member of the reference group for Jack Changes the Game. This is a much needed book and a really important resource for children, families and schools. We know that children are active on the internet and we know that as adults we really should do our very best to support and educate them around the practices that will help keep them safe. One of my main contributions to the project was through the lens of online safety for children, and in particular how children and families are represented and understood. Jack Changes the Game is a really important contribution to this area of education for all Australian children and their families. It was an absolute delight to be part of this project, and the project team were very collaborative and responsive. I wish the AFP and ACE all the best with this important project.
My name is Kelly Humphries. I am an author, speaker and survivor of child sexual abuse. Very privileged to be part of the reference group for this amazing intervention product, Jack Changes the Game. I was sexually abused by my uncle from the age of 8 up until 15, and what was lacking for me was the ability to have those big, brave conversations when I was quite young. I was groomed by my uncle quite heavily, and that grooming process is a very tricky, compelling, conniving and dark space for children. Books like Jack Changes the Game and resources that speak to the heart of the child and help that child to make really key decisions when they're feeling stressed and upset are significant in order to be able to help with that prevention. This book is so important, it is so essential in relation to protecting kids. It is difficult to talk to a child about what's happening, and those conversations are hard for parents sometimes. So it's a really wonderful way to break the ice, to be able to bridge the gap between that difficulty and being able to have that conversation that is so imperative for your child. I would like to thank the working group and ACE for allowing me to be part of this incredible project, being able to share my lived experience in order to help children and prevent online child exploitation and harm.